Good morning. It is 7:06 a.m. on Thursday, September 16th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. You may be wondering why I'm leaning to the side in this episode, and it is for a very simple reason, which is to say that my microphone stand currently has my dog sleeping with his head propped up against it, and if I were to try to move the microphone stand into its normal position, I would have to disturb my sleeping dog. And you know what they say about sleeping dogs. Supposed to let them lie, that's right. I knew that you knew it. Um, uh, Yesterday was another data point for me to add into my overall experiment with how various types of medications affect me. Yesterday in the evening, I'm not sure what it was, but I must have been exposed to something that I was, allergic to in some way. Because I was just, it was not an extreme reaction. There was no danger involved here. But I just, in the way that sometimes you get hay fever or whatever, I don't tend to have chronic allergies, but I will sometimes get them for like a couple days here, a couple days there. And so I usually don't take anything for allergies. But yesterday I just felt the sort of like the itchy eyes and the swelling mucous membranes that were foretelling some allergies. And so I decided, even though it was relatively early in the evening, to take some ibuprofen with Benadryl. The ibuprofen PM is, if you're not already familiar, is basically just ibuprofen and Benadryl, which I knew Benadryl tends to make me sleepy. And I don't generally have to take anything to help me sleep. So, it's not something I regularly take. And I was thinking, well, maybe it's early enough that it won't be too much of a problem. And I will go ahead and say, I don't think it was too much of a problem. But what I had for that evening was one of the non-streamed D&D games that I play was the session for that, and I definitely felt over the course of that session just my brain turning to molasses. And I was able to kind of struggle through it, but it was certainly more taxing than usual. It was a little bit like, if you're going on a hike, carrying, it's the difference between doing it while carrying a heavy backpack or not. It's like when you're carrying the heavy backpack, maybe it doesn't mean that you can't do the hike, but it certainly means you're having to put more effort in. And that's definitely what it felt like last night. And, I was just like, reaction time slowed. Everything just felt a little bit heavier, kind of like just softly melting. And then I went ahead and went to sleep. And, just Rocket is stretching and moving the microphone stand even a bit more. Um, uh, yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it worked out fine. But it was just one of those things where, like, even having gotten around the normal amount of sleep, I have found myself that, there on the rare occasion that I do have trouble getting to sleep, I have occasionally used the PM or just Benadryl just to get any sleep at all. But I do generally find that I feel groggy or left over in the morning, and I still definitely do now. So, yeah, it's a hit and miss. But at the same time, I didn't take it for no reason. So it did seem to help somewhat with whatever it was that I was feeling allergic to. I don't know what that was, by the way. I mean, like when I started to notice this was not, in the immediate response. Like, don't a lot of allergies come on like pretty quick? Like, if someone is allergic to dogs, they don't only start having the reaction after several hours, do they? I mean, I know with food allergies it can happen really fast. I don't know. Anyway, bodies are weird, and I will leave it there and talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.